Before we start this video, we have to look at the retirement of Kevin Kiermaier, the longtime Ray Blue Jay. Just one of the best defensive outfielders of all time. Definitely one of them. Had a great career. I feel like it was a little bit short for his liking, and as a fan of baseball, I definitely wanted to see more out of Kevin Kiermaier. So there is that. But when you look at Kevin Kiermaier, he did play 12 years. He gave us 1,159 games played, 3,682 at bats, 499 runs, 905 hits, 170 doubles, 60 triples, 95 home runs, 378 RBIs, 277 walks, 908 strikeouts, 132 stolen bases, a 246 average, a 304 on base, a 402 slugging with a 706 OPS. In the postseason, he did play 35 games, 98 at bats, 13 runs, 22 hits, 9 doubles, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, 4 walks, 31 strikeouts, 224 average, a 262 on base, and a 439 slugging with a 701 OPS. He played 1,134 games played on the field defensively, 8,939.1 innings, 2,578 putouts, 59 assists, 31 errors, 12 double plays for a 98.8 fielding percentage. 35 games played in the postseason. He had 257.1 innings, 70 putouts, 2 assists, 1 double play with a 100 fielding percentage. He was a 4-time Gold Glove winner. He was a Platinum Gold Glove winner. He was a World Series champion with the Dodgers. He was a fielder. He was a great baseball player. Obviously, defensive highlights speak for themselves. Had some web gems. It's great to see that he went out on top this past year and was able to, like I said, win a title, even if he wasn't the forefront of it. Kevin Kiermaier, though, great player. I'm happy that he's in a good state, and he has done everything he could for the game, and that's it for him. So overall, happy retirement. I hope he enjoys it. So before we even start, even with the honorable mention, we did the retirements. Um, because there's a lack of honorable mentions, we need to fix a mistake that I have from left fielders now to center, and that's going to be Jackson Churio, man. Jackson Churio, a rookie, one of the many standout rookies that had a great year this past season. Huge impact, immediate impact, especially with his team, the Milwaukee Brewers. You're looking at what could have been with the fact that they lost Yelich. This team could have definitely missed the postseason. Obviously, they had a good lineup. They had a pretty good support system with their pitching, but Jackson Churio just made them entertaining without Yelich and made it so they are must-watch TV, and their brand of baseball got them to a wild card game. Obviously, they lost to the Mets, but this is still a up-and-coming, definitely dangerous team for the season, and Jackson Churio should be mentioned here. Again, this is all my fault, and I should have definitely put him on the countdown. He would definitely be on a top 10 list, absolutely. I could have seen him as high as number 6, just because top 5 right now as a rookie, a little too high. I need to see him prove it, but Jackson Churio definitely needs to have his flowers. Churio, 21 years old, 1 year in the league. Already has signed a 7-year, $76 million deal. Eighth year is going to be a $2 million club option. 148 games played, 528 at bats, 80 runs, 145 hits, 29 doubles, 4 triples, 21 home runs, 79 RBIs, 39 walks, 121 strikeouts, 22 stolen bases, a 275 average, a 327 on base, a 464 slugging, and a 791 OPS with a 3.8 WAR. 91 games played, 723.2 innings, 159 putouts, 100 fielding percentage there. The 3 games that they played, he did play. He had 11 at bats, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 stolen base for a 455 average, a 500 on base, a 1,000 slugging for a 1,500 OPS. He was amazing. And he had 27 innings, 7 putouts, 100% fielder percentage. 22nd in NL MVP voting. No real other awards there. or stats that made him a value there in terms of fielding and all that. But this is a guy that's going to be a menace for a long time in the league, and I'm excited to see what he does this year. Super young, and he still has the ability of being even better. So, yeah, Jackson Churio, entertaining player. I'm excited to see what he does. Okay, we start with Leody Taveras, number 10 of the Texas Rangers. Yeah, I mean, again, another mistake I made. There are no honorable mentions. That's because center fielders are um, not dying, but definitely not as seems like a popular position, or the talent level hasn't really been risen up to get them to a level where I'm like deciding who's gonna be where. Like, I want to be in that position of being like, who do I take off? Who do I keep? Who who climbs down, climbs up. Like, so it sucks to see this, but it also is a clear cut, like, straightforward answer of who I'm getting here. So again, not bad. I start with Leo Taveras of the Texas Rangers. He's been a pretty important player for this team, this organization. So, again, deserves his credit here. 26 years old, 3 years in the league, 1 year, $4.75 million, 151 games played, 480 at bats, 59 runs, 110 hits, 17 doubles, 3 triples, 12 home runs, 44 RBIs, 42 walks, 112 strikeouts, 23 stolen bases, 229 average, 289 on base, 352 slugging, and a 641 OPS. 148 games played at center, 1,227 innings, 376 putouts, 9 assists, 3 errors, 2 double plays, and a 99.2 fielding percentage. Second in defensive games at center field in the AL. Second in putouts at center field in the AL. First in assists at center field in the AL. And first double plays turned at center field in the AL. Third in fielding percentage at center field in the AL. Overall, great defender, definitely overlooked. I do definitely believe he's underrated, and he's a pretty valuable team player for this Texas Rangers team. So overall, he deserves where he's at right now. Can he climb up? We'll only see. 9, we do have Cedric Mullins of the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, Cedric Mullins, I think, deserves to be on this countdown. But if I were to go and see a couple more players that had better numbers, that were center fielders, I don't even think he would be on it. And no disrespect to him, he's been a pretty good, honestly, the staple of what they started to build, which is right now being competitive in baseball and trying to be World Series contenders, right? The Cedric Mullins has dropped past 3 seasons in terms of numbers and injuries and whatnot. It sucks, dude. But his numbers and everything about it has dropped. But he is still an impactful player for him. He's a leader on this young squad. He gets it done. He's got a great bat still when he's healthy, and he can deliver some web gems. So overall, you got to give him some credit. He's number 9 for a reason. He's had uh, better numbers than Tavares, right? But Cedric Mullins, 30 years old, 5 years in the league, 1 year, $8.7 million, 147 games played, 444 at bats, 69 runs, 104 hits, 16 doubles, 3 triples, 18 home runs, 54 RBIs, 41 walks, 98 strikeouts, 32 stolen bases, 234 average, 305 on base, 405 slugging with a 710 OPS, 2.6 WAR, which is not super impressive. 140 games played in the center, 1,090 innings, 271 putouts, 2 assists, 1 error, 99.6 fielding percentage. 2 games played, he had 12 at bats and 3 strikeouts, so struggled in the postseason. He had 18 innings, 6 putouts for a 100 fielding percentage. He was 6th in stolen bases in the AL. He was 4th in defensive games at center field in the AL, and he was 2nd in fielding percentage at center field in the AL. Okay, you're pretty productive. I do believe that, and I do see him having a pretty outstanding year this coming up season. I do believe that it will be a lot better than his showcasing this year. I see him climbing. He's still young, he's still productive. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Cedric Mullins does this year. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the New York Yankees center fielder. moved from Miami to the Yankees. Had a huge impact for him. Made it all the way to the World Series. Again, this is going to be a pretty good player. Hopefully, they can re-sign. I do believe, with the loss of Soto, they're going to need impact players. He's one of them. Chisholm, 27 years old, 4 years in the league. 1 year, $5.85 million, 147 games played, 562 at bats, 74 runs, 144 hits, 21 doubles, 4 triples, 24 home runs, 73 RBIs, 53 walks, 152 strikeouts, 250 or 180 or 40 stolen bases. I apologize. 256 average, 324 on base, 436 slugging, and a 760 OPS. 97 games played at center, 829.1 innings, 230 putouts, 3 assists, 2 errors, and 99.1 fielding percentage. Pretty solid for him, honestly. Great numbers. 14 games played on both sides of the ball. He had 55 at bats, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 double, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 4 walks, 14 strikeouts, 6 stolen bases, 182 average, 250 on base, 309 slugging, and a 559 OPS. He also had 127.1 innings, 10 putouts, 16 assists, 2 errors for 92.9 fielding percentage, sixth in stolen bases in the entire majors. So overall, great year, definitely impactful. I'm excited to see what he does with the Yankees, and yeah, I mean he is a big deal. So it's good to see him on a countdown, and hopefully he can stay healthy and produce the numbers he did this past year. We got Brenton Doyle of the Colorado Rockies. Yeah, he's an exciting young guy that in an organization that's obviously struggling and trying to rebuild. But having Doyle there is super. Um, it's super refreshing, right? For a team that's trying to hopefully get to a place where they are competing in games and they are making postseason berths and hopefully World Series, contention. But you got to start somewhere. Doyle though is a great mix of it, right? I think he's going to be in that organization if they play it right. Build around him and the Tovars, right? But Doyle has been great. 26 years old, 1 year in the league, 1 year, $800,000 for him. 149 games played, 542 at bats, 82 runs, 141 hits, 24 doubles, 4 triples, 23 home runs, 72 RBIs, 46 walks, 153 strikeouts, 30 stolen bases, a 260 average, a 317 on base, a 446 slugging, a 760 OPS, with a 4 WAR. 146 games played, 1,242 innings, 426 putouts, 8 assists, 4 errors, 3 double plays for a 99.1 fielding percentage. He was a Gold Glover. He was ninth in defensive WAR in the NL with 1.6. He was 10th in stolen bases in the NL. He was third in defensive games at center field in the NL. First in putouts at center field in the NL. First in assists at center field in the NL, and second in double plays turned at center field in the NL. Overall, yes, he can definitely get better, not striking out as much. And yes, he can obviously get better numbers in terms of offensively. Um, Defensively, I think he could be even better than he is. I don't believe that he's just gonna go out and I don't think he's going to go out and decline per se. I believe he's just going to continuously progress and hopefully injuries don't derail him and whatnot. So, again, important piece of this Colorado rebuild and he's just a good player. Number 6, Jaron Duran of the Boston Red Sox. This is a great story. He came up top prospect. Everyone saw all-star potential, superstar potential. Goes to the majors. I believe has a pretty good productive year when he gets called up. Then just automatically, it's almost like he didn't know how to play the game defensively, offensively. It just seemed like wow, this once elite prospect has turned into a player that might not even be in the majors. and for more than a couple seasons, he might bounce around. Maybe he'll be a utility guy, just not used well. Maybe just a minor league player, and comes out this year and dominates on so many levels and has earned himself a number six spot. Uh, and he's just been super valuable to a Boston Red Sox team that's mid tier, but overall still looking to try to compete in a very competitive division. Jaron Duran's 28 years old, 2 years in the league, 1 year, $3.85 million. Second year is going to be an $8 million club option. 160 games played, 671 at bats, 111 runs, 191 hits, 48 doubles, 14 triples, 21 home runs, 75 RBIs, 54 walks, 160 strikeouts, 34 stolen bases, 285 average, 342 on base, 492 slugging, and 834 OPS with an 8.7 WAR. 105 games played at center, 810.1 innings, 231 putouts, 8 assists, 1 error, 2 double plays for a 99.6 fielding percentage. Amazing. Just a great year overall. He was an all-star. He was an all-star MVP. He was an all MLB team too. Eighth in the AL MVP voting. Fourth in WAR in the AL. Fourth in WAR position players in the AL. Third in defensive WAR in the AL. 10th in batting average in the AL. Second in games played in the AL. First in at bats in the AL. Sixth in runs in the AL. Third in hits in the AL, first in doubles in the AL, first in triples in the AL, fourth in stolen bases in the AL, second in assists at center field in the AL, and first in double plays turned at center field in the AL. Yeah, he's massively improved. Obviously, didn't expect it. Tremendous ball player. I couldn't have put him higher, but I also couldn't have put him lower. Number six is great. He's on the threshold of being top five. If he continues what he's doing, hopefully stays at center field, and hopefully that he stays healthy like he did this year. So overall, yeah, great year, exciting, fun player to watch. Five, we do have Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels. Yeah, Hall of Famer, first ballot, no doubter. Entertaining player for years. Honestly, one of my favorite baseball players as a teenager. I loved watching this guy play. I wanted to be like a Mike Trout. And, I mean, generational talent, absolutely. Expected more than what he has with three MVPs. I expected at least five. Um, but I mean, regardless, what he's done for the game all these years and his numbers and stuff, like he is a Hall of Famer and going to be one of the best center fielders of all time. So overall, Mike Trout, it's not the end of the road. So we would like to see more of him and redemption time because he always gets injured now, and that kid inside me is like, Mike Trout, I need you to be who you used to be. I need you to be healthy and become a monster again. And I think he will. But this year, he's 33 years old already, 13 years. He's moving to right field, though, so this will be his last at center. 6 years, $212.7 million, 29 games played, 189 at bats, 17 runs, 24 hits, 1 double, 2 triples, 10 home runs, 14 RBIs, 16 walks, 27 strikeouts, 6 stolen bases, a 220 average, a 325 on base, a 541 slugging for an 867 OPS. He also played 24 games at center, 203 innings, 65 putouts, 2 assists, 1 double play for a 100 fielding percentage. Again, no awards. He didn't really get to play as much as he wanted to. I think moving him to right field is a great move, and I think he's going to be a lot more productive. And I believe the old Mike Trout will come out, and I still think he's got it on all sides of the game. Just time to prove it again. Four, we have Luis Robert Jr. from the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox have uh, a super historically terrible season last year. Worst baseball team in the history of the game. You think about it and you're like, well, what do they do? Like, what kind of talent do they even have? Do they have any talent? And, to the surprise of people, there are a couple players that are not bad. I think we mentioned Andrew Vaughn already. I'm not sure about any other position that I can think of off the top of my head, but Lewis Robert is a legit top five center fielder in the game. With his contract coming up, I don't see them. I don't see him signing again to a team that's so far from a contention aspect that he's got to stay there for another 5 or 6 years. I think he's in the prime, and I think he wants to go. Man, he wants to produce at a high level, but under a better lineup, obviously. Luis, 27 years old, 5 years in the league, 1 year, $15 million. Second year has a $2 million club option though. 100 games played, 393 at bats, 47 runs, 88 hits, 19 doubles, 14 home runs, 35 RBIs, 28 walks, 141 strikeouts, 23 stolen bases, 224 average, a 278 on base, a 379 slugging for a 657 OPS, 97 games played at center, 828.2 innings, 254 putouts, 1 assist, 2 errors for a 99.2 fielding percentage. No awards or nothing. He definitely missed time, so his numbers dropped a lot. But I think he'll have a great year because of his player option coming up. I think he's going to explode and hit the market, and he's going to leave Chicago. There's no way that he's staying as a White Sox. I would applaud him for that if he were to, because obviously he trusts in the process of the rebuild. But just from that standpoint, I don't think he's going to stay, though. But great player, top five, absolutely. Three, we're going to have Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, sensational player. Won the Rookie of the Year 3 years ago. Overall, outstanding baseball player. Definitely had a regression this year. Definitely a decline a little bit in his numbers, but I mean, he's still super young. Still has a lot of potential, and is still one of the best center fielders in the game. No question about it. Julio, 24 years old, 3 years in the league, 10 years, $180 million, 143 games played, 567 at bats, 76 runs, 155 hits, 17 doubles, 20 home runs, 68 RBIs, 38 walks, 156 strikeouts, 24 stolen bases, 273 average, 325 on base, 409 slugging for a 734 OPS. Played 131 games, 1,133.1 innings, 334 putouts, 4 assists, 5 errors, one double play, a 98.5 fielding percentage. Fifth in putouts at center field in the AL. That's about it. Like I said, had a down year, but overall, this is the guy that you want on your team. He's an exciting player. And for Seattle, I mean, start somewhere. That's a good start. You have Julio, right? They have a decent amount of players. Still a mid-tier baseball team, though, so they're going to have to sign players and build around them to become competitive because they're on the borderline of being in the playoffs and then missing out because of a couple of key losses. So they're going to need to find something, some stride. They got great pitching staff, honestly, probably the best in baseball. So, add more offensive pieces. That's kind of their struggles. But Julio, yeah, he's a guy. Two, I can't believe I'm doing it. I really try to not put rookies in here, people in their first years this high. He's number two, Jackson Merrill from the San Diego Padres. Um, yeah, again, has he proven it? Need to get in a couple more years in him, a year or two, just consistency. But there's no denying it. Like, he is a superstar. He is the most one of the most impactful players in the Padres organization. Obviously, look at that outfield. Last year with Profar, Tatis Merrill, that was pretty exciting, pretty elite. But overall, I mean, Merrill, for what he was able to do in his first year, was insane. Especially on all aspects of it, and especially in the postseason, he definitely did show that he could play in some big moments, man. So give it up to Jackson Merrill for it. 21 years old, 1 year in the league, 1 year, $800,000, 156 games played, 554 at bats, 77 runs, 162 hits, 31 doubles, 6 triples, 24 home runs, 90 RBIs, 29 walks, 101 strikeouts, 16 stolen bases, 292 average, 326 on base, 500 slugging, 826 OPS, 4.4 WAR, 155 games played, 1,323.1 innings, 392 putouts, 8 assists, 3 errors, 4 double plays, 99.3 fielding percentage. 7 games played in the postseason. He had 24 at bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 250 average, a 333 on base, a 500 slugging, and an 833 OPS. He also had 61 innings, 18 putouts for a 100 fielding percentage. He was an All-Star, an All-MLB team too, a ninth in the AL and the NL MVP voting, Silver Slugger, 5th in batting average in the NL, 6th in slugging in the NL, 10th in hits in the NL, 6th in triples in the NL, 1st in defensive games at center field in the NL, 2nd in putouts at center field in the NL, 1st in assists at center field in the NL, 1st in double plays turned at center field in the NL, and 3rd in fielding percentage at center field in the NL. Yeah, crazy, crazy good stats for his first year. Um, Obviously, nothing too outrageous, but when you are ninth in the MVP voting, you've gotten all these accolades. You're top 5 in these categories, like already. Like he's made an impact, and yeah, like give him that credit right now. Yeah, he's number 2 right now. He's the second best center fielder in baseball. Center fielder in baseball is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees. Yeah, just stud. I'm not gonna talk to him forever. We all know who Aaron Judge is. He's the man. Him and Shohei have just mesmerized us with their hitting stats. It's incredible. Aaron Judge's fielding stats aren't even that bad either. So I think it's obviously he gets all that credit, obviously because he swings a hot bat, but his defense is pretty good. So overall, great baseball player. Face of the Yankees, absolutely. He's the captain. Yeah, all rise, dude. He's number 1 for sure. Aaron Judge, 32 years old, 8 years in the league, 7 years, $280 million, 158 games played, 559 at bats, 122 runs, 180 hits, 36 doubles, 1 triple, 58 home runs, 144 RBIs, 133 walks, 171 strikeouts, 10 stolen bases, 322 average, 458 on base, 701 OPS, or 701 slugging for a 1,159 OPS. Insane. With a 10.8 WAR. Fielding wise, 117 games played, 903 innings, 248 putouts, 4 assists, 2 double plays for a 100 fielding percentage, dude. Like, that's insane. For the 14 games that he played in the postseason, he had 49 at bats, 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 doubles, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 11 walks, 20 strikeouts, 2 stolen bases, a 184 average, a 344 on base, a 408 slugging for a 752 OPS. He also was fielding 127.1 innings, 43 putouts, 1 error for 97.7 fielding percentage. 1 error. I mean, let's be real. Like, he was okay. He was pretty good. He was an all-star, obviously. MLB Team 1 AL Hank Aaron Award. He won his second MVP this year, the AL MVP. Silver Slugger, first in WAR in the AL, first in WAR position players in the AL, third in batting average in the AL, first in on-base percentage in the AL, first in slugging in the AL, first in OPS in the AL, eighth in games played in the AL, third in runs in the AL, fifth in hits in the AL, sixth in doubles in the AL, first in home runs in the AL, first in RBIs in the AL, and first in double plays turned at center field in the AL. So, yeah, Aaron Judge, man. I mean, he's going to be the best center fielder. I think for more than just these these 3 years have been insane. Like offensively, like he's been astronomical. But um, I do believe he might not have 58 home runs, but I do believe he'll have another 50 home run season. Um, I just think his production right now on where he's his playing, like where he's at. I don't see him slowing down, man. I think he's still going to be super productive, and they still have a pretty good lineup. So I think he'll drive in a lot of runs this year. And yeah, Aaron Judge, dude, definitely could see him winning another MVP this year as well with these type of monstrous numbers.